Hello everyone, my name is Deadlyslob with TGN.TV. Today we have another Warlock video, 10 through 20. If you haven't already seen 1 through 10 and the epic intro video, please do so and click on the annotation, the big one on the screen. If you can't see it, then I'm pretty sure you need some eye help, but there it is right there. Give it a like, give it a favorite, tell me what you think. And it was a really epic response. I'd like to thank everybody for posting the secret comment, and we might actually do another one today. Just bear with me, and I'll leave something special for all the hardcore people that actually watch these all the way through. So last video I told you guys that I went Demonology. There's the big Felguard. Just my standard little rotation thing that I have right now is Immolate, Corruption, and basically that Soul Beam, the purple Soul Beam. As you can see, I'm doing it right there. And actually, one of you guys on the live stream suggested to do a cast sequence for all my dots. I'm doing that right now, currently at the level 30 level. So you guys will see that in 2 videos time. So there we go, dig level 11 right off the bat. We're still in Terrasfall actually, and we decided to open a poll to see where we were going next, and I put that on my blog at wowdeadly.com. And we had a vote between Northern Barrens, Ashara, and Silverpine Forest. And Silverpine Forest actually won, and it was a landslide victory with that. Here's a rare spider. I thought this was pretty cool, so for some reason on Percunis and on this guy, we've been running into a lot of rare spawns, and I've been capturing them on fraps for you guys. And Blizzard actually stated, and I mentioned this last leveling series, that there's a lot more rare spawns in the game to actually, you know, give questers something else to do in the game, like to actually, you know, go hunt for some rare spawns, or actually when you run into them, they give you an experience boost. A huge chunk of experience actually. So right now we're doing one of the last quests from Terrasfall, where we have to kill this leader of the Scarlet Crusade. His daughter was turned into a Forsaken, and she was sentenced to death by him, her father. So she's probably a little bit pissed off. As you can see, she's going Rambo on everybody, and it kind of sucks. I'm getting barely any experience, but nonetheless we do hit level 12, and I do get Bane of Agony. And this is one of your main corruption spells, or your main dots as a warlock. That and Bane of Doom, which you use on bosses. So after that was all said and done, we actually started to travel to Silverpine Forest. The last time I was in Silverpine Forest was in Vanilla, and I've never seen it since. So walking into this new zone was actually kind of mind-blowing. We have Lady Sylvanas Windrider right there. She's actually going to be showing the War Chief her new Valkyrie, which is her idea to keep the Forsaken alive because they can't reproduce. And Garrosh basically says it's disgusting. She doesn't want anything to do with it because he thinks she's no different than the Lich King. The only thing that's different is she serves the Horde, and that's the basic quest line around Silverpine Forest, as well as the invasion of the Worgen trying to take back Lordaeron. So if you guys want to do that quest chain, if you're already level 85, I highly suggest it. There's some really cool quests, but we didn't actually finish the whole Silverpine quest chains because we maxed out too early and we moved on. One of the first bombing quests in the game, you have to plague these Murlocs off these islands. Oh, poor little Murlocs, you're getting owned so hard. But it's cool because remember back in Burning Crusade when the bombing dailies and all the bombing quests first were initiated, where you had to like open up your bag, like right click on the item and like select it on the ground before all this UI stuff, and then automatically flying back. Man, we have it easy nowadays. We also have this hunter who's been following us, and he was watching the live stream as well, showing off some of his vanity items. He collects a lot of them, so if you guys were watching the live stream, you've definitely seen a lot of that hunter during the Silverpine Forest questing area. So last video, I told you guys to say in the comment section, I'm a pretty damn badass guy. I'm pretty sure every single person who viewed it that far actually put it in the comment section. I'm not going to tell you guys what you're going to say just yet, but stay tuned. But it was pretty interesting. Over 470 comments were listed, and probably one of the most discussed videos yesterday. Oh, did you guys just see that? What did I just buy? Oh, I just bought my shoulder BOA for Warlock. like I said in my 1 through 10 video, it's the exact same one I was using on Percunis, but since he's on Spirestone now, you can't cross-realm trade those items, which is unfortunate, but they're definitely working on that as well. And the plan for BOA items is we're actually going to buy them, but as Thanatos, my hunter, gets more of them, we'll just be sending them through the entire series rather than wait for them, which is a good idea. I'm working on the chest right now, and then we're going to probably get the staff and the Horde Resistance, the guild on the Venture Co., my guild. We're almost level 10, so we're also going to be able to buy the cloak. So whenever this series is all said and done, we should have a decent set of BOAs before level 80, and I guess the cloak can be used at level 85. I don't anticipate us hitting level 20 anytime soon unless we get a huge influx of 85s and we start doing raiding as soon as possible, but I can't imagine we're going to be able to buy the BOA helm before this guy hits level 85. So completely ignoring what the war chief said, we're actually going to be using this Valkyrie to change some of these humans into Forsaken. So that's the whole goal here. We are on one of these islands that is controlled by the Worgen, or the humans that used to live in Gilneas. Some of them are Worgen, some of them aren't. Nonetheless, they get owned. They get completely destroyed, which is kind of cool. But you're kind of trying to infiltrate and see what the Worgen are up to in this keep. And it actually ends up you have to escape because you have a huge army of Worgen chasing you, and you'll see this here. One of the main Worgen here, Crowley, he's trying to convince these guys to take his blood so they turn to Worgen. And they say they would rather die than become Forsaken and Worgen, but it doesn't really make sense. They'd rather be Worgen than Forsaken, but they'd rather be nothing at all, which is what they're trying to get at. Now moving on to some domestic questions here. Everyone's wondering what server I'm on, and I'm on VCO, which is short form for Venture Co. The Venture Co. So if you're looking for it in alphabetical order, it's not in V, it's in T. And we're on the United States servers. So make sure that you actually don't make one on the European realm and actually say, hey, you're not actually on VCO. What are you talking about? I'm on US realms, guys. So just letting you guys know that. And the Horde Resistance, the Space Horde, Space Resistance, what's it stand for? I don't know. I'm a history buff and I'm fascinated with the French Resistance in World War II, so I just kind of renamed it a little bit. So that's where we got the name for that. It's Midsummer event. All you guys that are leveling your characters get a 10% EXP bonus every hour, as long as you spin around that until you get your buff for 60 minutes. You can refresh it as much as you want and as often as you want as well. So you can be constantly having an additional 10% EXP bonus while leveling your characters. I want to tell you guys my EXP bonus right now as we hit level 16. So we have the 10% from the shoulders, we have the 10% from the guild, and we have the 10% from the buff. So that's in total 30%. Now I'm planning to get the chest as soon as I possibly can, which will add another 10%. So that means it's going to be 40%. I'm sorry for all the numbers, but just kind of working through it. And if we buy the cloak as well, that's an additional 5. And hypothetically, if we ever got our hands on the helm, that would make it 50%, which is absolutely insane. So I wish we could have all those items, but we actually don't, and we probably won't. We'll probably just get the chest in the end, and possibly the cloak. And I'm trying to get the staff, but it's really not necessary. It's kind of a waste of 3,500 honor, especially since 4.2 is around the corner. I really want to finish up my vicious set on my hunter, so we can get into some arenas for next patch to show on TGN. If you guys haven't, or if you guys are eager to see any hunter or PvP stuff from me, I usually stream that at night around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when I usually do my hunter PvP stuff, as well as I do have a Wrecking Ball achievement video on my channel. So apparently I escaped this, and I knew there was going to be a bad thing that was going to happen as soon as I see all those explosives. So I already started to back off, but this automatic cinematic pushed me away anyway. And you have to go tell Sylvanas that they all got killed. I don't know why they all didn't run away when they seen a bunch of explosions. It didn't really make sense, but I guess World of Warcraft NPCs aren't the smartest things in the world. So I seen I was pretty close to level 17, so I just decided to start killing the nearest mob and actually ding that. So we seen a close bear, and there we go. Almost there. I guess I thought I was gonna level, but I actually didn't. Here we go. This guy's gonna give me my level. I'm actually trying out Affliction too. So for all you people that are telling me to actually go Affliction, I actually have gone that. So I've tested it out in a couple dungeons. Oh, did I spoil it? I said dungeons. Yes, we're doing a few dungeons, but like I was saying, I did test it out in a few dungeons. Didn't like it as much, but yeah, we'll see how that goes in the level 20 to 30 or 30 to 40 video. So if you guys have made it this far into the video, I really just want you guys to say I deserve a medal for making it this far. That's it. So if you made it this far, in the comment section, put I deserve a medal because I watched the whole thing. That's all you need to put. And, you know, I want to see how many people actually do it. So if you have made it this far, you know, it's not a big deal. Just scroll down your mouse, click on the box, type it, press enter. Want me to say that again? Did you get that? No. But anyway, if you guys have the keen eye and actually notice, we are in Gilneas. You're probably wondering, why the hell are you in Gilneas? It's actually a quest chain that takes you there when you're with Silver Pine Forest, and you're pushing the Worgen back, more or less. And it's pretty cool, but if you can notice in the bottom left-hand corner, we're actually around server shutdown time. So my goal was to at least hit level 18, if not halfway through to 19. That was my goal, to try to do that as fast as I possibly can. So I'm like running all over the place, turning these quests in, deleting items, and trying to do this before server shutdown, and I was really eager to do it as well. It was kind of, that's the one thing I don't like about streaming so early, is that's all whenever your server shutdowns are, which kind of sucks, but you know what can you do? So I'm looking for suggestions for macros, so if anybody has a cool macro idea, leave that in the comment section too, or send it to me on a private message on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Deadlyslob, because I am really enjoying the cast sequence macro that someone suggested to me, and it's a blast. It's making my life a lot easier, and I know some of you guys are going to be like, oh no, don't use cast sequence. It's a terrible thing that was ever implemented in the game, but I enjoy it. So there we go, we just dinged level 18. And the server has not shut down yet, so I'm like, can I get level 19? Am I going to try to get it? So I was trying my hardest to get as much quests done as possible before server shut down. And I'm also looking at my new abilities and checking out the live stream. So whenever you're actually seeing me stand still like this, if you're on the live stream and you're watching it, or if there's ever a point in my video, I'm actually reading the comments left on the live stream. And I can do this because I have two monitors. People are always wondering how I can play and read at the same time. That's how. And it makes it a lot easier, especially when you're live streaming. So I'm pretty sure at this point the server has shut down and we are back. And what's on my mini-map there? What's that little green ball that's blinking? Actually, I am queued up for a dungeon, so this is the first dungeon that I'm going to be trying to do on this character out of high demand. I actually voted on it on my live stream. Do you guys want me to do some dungeons, or do you want to just do this strictly quests? Of course, people said dungeons, so it was definitely a new experience, and you guys will be seeing a lot more dungeon runs in the future. And this particular dungeon, sorry for the frig up in grammar, but this particular dungeon, I actually hit level 19 and 20 in it. So it just so happened that we'll be sticking in Shadowfang Keep until the end of this video. So we're on Baron. This guy is just a tank and spank at this level anyway, but at heroic version he actually is a little bit of a challenge sometimes. You do have to interrupt some of this stuff at certain times. But there we go, level 19. I needed on the Cloak of Arugel, and I won it. So I was definitely able to replace my cloak, which I'm still using that right now, and I'm level 20 or level 32, so I didn't replace it just yet. So we're moving on. We actually went through the back way. I don't know why we didn't. We didn't go through the butcher. This must have been the first time this tank's done this, but yeah, I don't really I don't do this route on mini groups. but you're certainly able to do it. But like I said, first time I've done this, but it really didn't make a difference. So we're moving through this pretty quickly with no issues at all. The tank was a little bit slow, but I'm pretty sure she or he, because you never know these days who's playing female classes. Pretty sure she's never done this before, so who knows? I could be completely wrong, but whatever. I am trying out a new macro. If you guys are probably wondering why is your Felguard hanging back when you're casting Immolate, actually I have made a macro that automatically attacks what target I am immolating. So I can use that for multiple ways. I don't actually have to physically immolate something. I can either start the cast and move, or press 1 while I'm running away to set my Felguard to a particular target, or any pet that I have. So it's a little bit of more utility and control whenever you're using a Warlock pet. And it's something that I would suggest for anybody who is interested in macros for Warlocks. That's the one I can do. It's just, you know, cast the spell you want and then slash cast or slash pet attack, one word. So we're on Lord Godfrey. I was just life stealing because, as you've seen, I was actually pretty low on health. But there we go, level 20. I got a huge achievement pop, and Udo's lay staff, or Odo's lay staff, actually dropped. I won that too, and I know it's a healer staff, but I had a staff with 1 int on it, so it was definitely an upgrade. So we went to Undercity, and I got my mount, and I think that's about it for this video. So my name is Deadlyslob. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, rate, and comment, and thank you guys for being pretty badass. I'll see you guys 20 to 30.